Welcome to Mindful MakerSpace Challenge. My name is Mrs. Nance. And before we begin our activity today, let's go ahead and take our 2 deep breaths. Remember, we're going to breathe through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to take 2 mindful breaths. Let's go ahead and pick our favorite flower. Today, I'm going to pick the cherry blossom. Let's sit up nice and straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now that you're focused and ready, enjoy your activity. For this activity, we'll create an area with a fun sun exposure to tell time. The Earth circles the sun in its orbit. It takes about 365 days for the Earth to rotate around the sun. But the Earth is also rotating on its axis, the North and South Pole, while it's rotating around the sun. It takes 24 hours for the Earth to rotate completely around its axis. There's your night and day. And around the sun is your full year. We'll be creating a natural sundial, so you'll need 12 rocks. And I just recently did a kindness rock video, and I thought it'd be fun to actually use my kindness rocks to represent the hours of the sundial, reminding me to be kind to others and kind to myself. These rocks are just landscape rocks that are clean and then painted and then coated either in a Mod Podge or some kind of protective coating. You could also use numbers. You could paint numbers for a clock or whatever you want. You can use fun rocks, colorful rocks, shells. Just you need 12 of them to mark the hour. You'll also need a stick. I have a bamboo stick here. Your stick probably needs to be about 12 to 18 inches long. You'll need something to keep time with to check the accuracy of your homemade sundial. You could have your homemade compass or a compass that you have, and some way to mark your circle for your sundial, and you can use a paper plate. I'll be using a 5-gallon bucket. So what's the connection to a sundial and the Earth orbiting around the sun while turning on its axis? Well, when the Earth moves around the sun, we have shadows. And shadows and the placement of those shadows can tell us approximately what time it is. Let's get started. First, mark your circle, about 10 to 12 inches. I used a 5-gallon bucket. You could use a paper plate and trace around it. Next, find the center and place your stick in the center as deep as you can get it. Now predict where you think 12 o'clock should be. I set a timer for noon. Where the shadow was cast, I placed my sun rock, telling me to smile at noon every day. I will now set my timer on the hour, and every hour I'll place another rock where the shadow is cast. Here is my finished mindful sundial. Let's talk about sundial findings. There are 24 hours in a day. Why did we use only 12 stones? What surprised you about building the sundial? Were all of your 12 rocks evenly spaced like a clock? Why or why not? What is another way you could measure to find where your rock should be placed if your sundial was in the shade? How could someone tell the time after the sun goes down? Research ancient cultures to see how they were able to keep time. Can we use the moon on our sundial after the sun goes down to mark the time? Why or why not? Oh, I hope you enjoyed creating your own sundial. I can't wait to see pictures. Happy learning!